1099K undeposited funds and an applied payments. We'll go through one by one. So first we'll cover 1099K. So this is similar to 1099 INT, MISC, NEC that we've seen, but it has a couple of slight difference as compared to the other 1099 forms. So this is basically being filed by the payment processor companies. So for example, Shopify, Stripe, PayPal, any one of them collecting money on behalf of third person will need to file a 1099K form for me. So for example, if I'm running a company and I'm using PayPal or Shopify or Stripe to collect money on the sale of goods or sale of services. So what Shopify or Stripe will do is they will file a 1099K form with me as a recipient with all the details of how much money they have paid to me. Now there is a simple variation. So in normal other 1099 forms, what is covered is anything that is being paid to the contractor, whether you paid them and then there was a refund, you will adjust it. But in this 1099K, there is a difference. You will not be adjusting the refunds, adjustments, chargebacks, any kind of adjustment. It will only cover the gross amount they have actually collected on behalf of you. Understood? So there is this simple difference, but it is very important. Now how 1099K works is, so they have filed the 1099K for us. Technically what we were doing is we were filing the 1099 for our vendors. So then it will not reflect in our tax return that we have filed the 1099 form or not. But if someone has actually filed for me, it means that that company has reported those taxes or those amount that they have generated for us as a revenue to the IRS. So now when I file the tax return, it will be auto-populated in their return, right? So how we have form 26AS, whenever we actually file our return, the 26AS TDS automatically shows in there, right? That this is how much the TDS has been deducted. Correct? So it's similar. So whatever 1099K gets reported to IRS, it will show your income on the gross side. So the difference that the mistakes that we actually do is between is gross versus net. So 1099K reports on the gross basis. It does not account for the refunds, does not account for the chargebacks or any adjustment that has been made. But when we file our tax return, because our accounting is being done wherever, what we are doing is if we get a deposit, we are booking into service income, right? If we do this discount or refunds, it again adjusted under service income. So we only have a net amount in our P&L, right? Unless we are doing the split of these transactions separately. So whenever we receive a deposit, it goes to the service income, refund goes to the refund account, chargeback goes to the chargeback account, and the fees goes to the fees account. Then it's fine. Then your service income will actually tie back to the 1099. But if you're doing the accounting on net basis, it won't happen. Okay, so it is very important for you to split the amount between multiple or amongst multiple line item in the P&L itself. Understood? So we need to have only the gross revenue. So there is one more thing that you need to be careful of. Whenever Shopify or Stripe, they make a deposit in our bank account, they actually deduct the fees, right? So now we need to actually gross that number up. If you don't gross it, what you will do is, let's say that $100 sale, they took 2% and they deposited $98 in our bank account, right? And this is booked as an income. But what 1099K will show is this income will be reported in this form. So then your income which you reported as 98 and in your tax return it will show 100. So there will be a mismatch. Anytime a mismatch occurs, the IRS actually takes it for the audit. So there will be high chances that your tax return will be under the scrutiny of IRS. So we need to be careful. So that is the reason that we are doing that gross up accounting, right? Either we are doing it on a transactional level basis or we are doing on a monthly basis. So we get the Stripe report on a monthly basis. We book the gross sale number, refund separately, discount separately, and fees separately. So to be able to actually tie that with the 1099K. Understood? So that's the 1099K. The 1099K also has a different form actually. So it's not similar to the 1099 INT or MISC. What we are doing in the 1099 MISC, INT or NEC is just putting a single number and the details of the contractor there. But in 1099K, it does not only include the details of the recipient but also the month-wise breakup. So it will have all those 12 months data and it will show how much money they have paid or the gross revenue generated in January, February, March, and so on and so forth. And there will be a total column as well. So then it gets easier for you to tie on a monthly basis if you don't know how to do it for the whole 12 months in a one go. So you can do it on a monthly basis as well. So that's the only difference between 1099K and the other forms.